Why are you mad about it? How's that? Stelly.
Oh, there it is.
I gotta blow my nose.
Yeah,
Good boy, Top. You did good. Luna, you did good in the veterinarian.
oh, that's nice.
I think I left the light on. Hold on. You want to watch Roseanne next, Mom?
Yeah. Yeah, we can watch that. Roseanne.
The old stuff. Good boy, Tuck.
I guess
Is he gonna come back in here? Is he gonna go lay down? That's Stanley.
There's Stanley.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so cute.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Oak empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things.
That's cute.
I think it's important that people talk about how they feel about things. I know there's a whole percentage of the population that thinks, no, keep it to yourself. If you let people know what's going on, they'll just use it against you. And that just begs the question. When people say that to me, I'm like, is that what you would do?
That's what you
Is that what you would do? Are you telling me what you would do? Yeah. People are always I'm telling people who I am all the time, every day. I don't hide anything.
No, you don't.
I never have. Where you go, girl?
Oh, look at her tail. She's so happy.
Here's a little. I heard there's this Stephen Darby. He's a evangelist. He passed away. Actually, today is his heavenly birthday.
Oh, really?
And
Oh.
he's a pastor. He does all these talks about how he sees things, and there's this little clip. I'm just gonna play this little clip
That's a good idea.
so people can hear it. Here it is.
Oh,
Of capitalization of
Here we go.
what are the works of the devil? His operation of capitalization upon our transgression.
Let me play that again.
What are the works of the devil? His operation of capitalization upon our transgression.
What's the matter, Tuck? Come here, buddy. Please don't be upset about things. Your girl's over here. Oh no, she went over there. Go ahead.
What are the works of the devil?
I know.
His operation of capitalization
Go ahead. You didn't see her go in there?
uh-huh. You can do it. That's all. Nice and soft. Oh, my boy.
This operation of capitalization upon our transgressions. So whenever we transgress, have a transgression,
Yes.
whenever we do something against good orderly direction, that's a transgression. And so every time Satan gets a coin, you know, he's playing his own video game like Subway Surfer with the magnet. Only he and the people that do his bidding, they take people's souls. Those are the gold coins.
Oh, wow.
They just rack up the points. You know, whenever America goes off and kills people in lands we don't belong, for the God that they serve, not that we, you know, want to live by. Just want to be decent people, you know. Don't mean no harm. What happened to your? Did I just take it off? I'm looking. Luna had to go to the veterinarian today.
Oh.
She's doing that thing where she started licking her leg, and then in a matter of about 20 minutes last night, she licked it so it was like red.
Oh.
and I freaking freaked out.
Already.
Well, I didn't freak out, but it like. I immediately called the vet. That was yesterday about 3:30, 3:15.
Oh, I'm glad.
And they said, "Can you come in tomorrow at 4:15?" I was like, "Fucking hey, yeah, thanks, man." Because vet appointments are not easy around here. It's not easy.
It's not.
It's not easy. Things are not easy on planet Earth, you know. And so $382 later, she gets to take 3 medications for a while. And then they did the old lady lab workup to see if maybe she has something going on with her thyroid or something like that. But they had to put a muzzle on her when they were taking her back to do her blood work. She freaking didn't like it. She didn't want to be handled by the lady that was handled. It was just a matter of like she didn't want. She wasn't in the mood. Luna, hey. Now I gotta put it back on you because you're gonna chew. And it kind of chew. They brought me they gave me a cone for her so she doesn't lick, but I already had them. Yeah. And then there were 2 other dogs, because they do cremations there.
Oh.
There were 2 other, well, so I had already cremated. He's right over there. Oh. It's good that they do that, I think. Oh. Makes me feel better about stuff. You know, I don't know if I'm going to live in Taos, New Mexico forever. I don't want them buried here. Then I leave them, you know. Yeah. Just take them with me. So today, all in all, I haven't been sleeping. I've been super tired, so I just have been trying to use my energy wisely. So today I decided to go walk around because the way I look at it is when I get frustrated, when I feel powerless, these things, you know, it's like it builds up gases in my body. I build up these gases, and if I don't go walk around or get fresh air, and if I don't do things to get out of myself, then those gases build up, and then like I get up, my inflammation acts up when I get frustrated and mad about stuff. And so today I went and walked around and went to Sushi Siam. I think that's what it's called. I'm gonna go ahead and write a review for them. Mom had the tuna. Check this thing out. The tuna avocado salad.
Wow,
is what you had today. Wow. Oh, this was the sky on the way home tonight.
Oh, that's pretty.
Isn't that pretty?
Yes,
the lighting here is freaking amazing. And where the vet office is, it's like out in the middle of nowhere. So
fresh air.
Out by the blinking light. So this was Mom's tuna salad, avocado salad. It was so good. Man, I even ate it. And I'm kind of iffy with raw stuff. Good boy. Sweet bud. And then I got the chicken pad thai. And that was like the best chicken pad thai I've had since we left Oregon. And there's so much. Like I'm gonna be eating it tomorrow too. That's what we're gonna have for dinner. So, the guy was really cool. I mean, I don't know. Usually people they warm up to me. You know, like at first they can be like curt and matter of fact and be like, okay, I just want to deal with you in a business fashion and blah. But see, I have a way of bringing people's heart out in situations. So by the time I left and I came back, you know, and this guy, I was chatting with them a little bit, you know, they loosen up, they become more accommodating. I went back and I said, you know, I've never been in here. I lived here 4 years and I've never been in here. I said, I feel like I'm in a big restaurant, or I feel like I'm in a fancy restaurant, in a nice restaurant in a big city. I said, I feel like I'm not in Taos, New Mexico. I said, this is nice. And the guy like smiled. Like he, you know, like that's when he created the space, that's what they have, that's what their goal was. And then when I order food and then I go walk around, I like to go check in with the gal. I can't remember her name. I always, because I get so overstimulated, at the candy shop. And today I got to receive. I like to give things to people, I like to receive sometimes, every now and again, and today was a receiving day. Why are you chewing on the bed, you little turd? What are you doing? So I went to the park and one dude gave me an ounce of cooking flour.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna make butter tonight. Yeah, it is. I love
wow.
harvest season. You know, I can't get too mad about people stealing my stuff and me not having my own to harvest and stuff like that. There's just more stuff I gotta let go. I really encourage people just to learn how to let stuff go. Just let it go. Yeah, my dad was one of those, and my brother, they're the type that they carry everything in their jaw.
Oh, really?
Like, my brother has been one of those teeth gritter people.
Uh-huh.
Like, how is it that you can, rub your jaw so hard that it makes a noise that loud and you don't wake up?
Oh,
It's
wow.
like nails on a chalkboard.
God.
You know, my dad, he used to always just,
That's quite a challenge.
see, I'd get that all the time. Even when he'd act like he was happy, he would still, and then I grew up and I started doing that when I got annoyed with things, and then I was like, holy heck, he was annoyed with me that whole time. Because my jaw's doing what his jaw does when I get annoyed. So he was just annoyed at me and acting like he was being tolerant and patient.
That's right.
Why are you chewing on that? I think you to not. You're being a little wackadoo, Tuck. So Luna will get her results by Tuesday or Thursday. So yeah, so I went to the park, and then there's a handful of people there, and I showed a dude how to get to online access to the DMV,
Oh, nice.
so he can study to take the test.
Yes.
It's just like, dude, people just need to be shown how to do stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of times, how many people are get overstimulated? They go into a place. I'm one of them. That's how I know.
That's how you know.
You go into a place to get information. Somebody's talking to you. They're going through the spiel that they do 1,000 times a day, but they don't understand that you're just hearing about it for the first time. You know, regardless of how often they say it. And so they go through their spiel, and the person that's disassociated, not used to being around people in offices and the lights and the other people talking and stuff like that, you know, the hustle bustle. And so they're not getting half the information, so they don't know how to, and a lot of this stuff is really easy. So whatever I could do to help, you know, because I know how to do a lot of stuff. And I'm really tired of people that know how to do stuff. They're like, I'm only going to keep it to myself. And if people pay me, then I'll share what I know. And I just think that they're people should just share what they know just for the sake of because sharing is caring. Hey, Stanley. And then I went over the candy shop while I was waiting for our lunch. And he's going to settle down here in a second. Oh, I got some socks too. I'm hard on clothes, Ma.
Yeah.
I always have been.
Yeah.
So I wear socks. I try to wear socks that people will see.
Oh.
Because you make yourself visible, because oftentimes I'm a pedestrian. So you have to make yourself visible because, see, most people on planet Earth, they're so busy thinking about their worlds within inside their heads that they're not paying attention with what they're doing with, their cars and stuff like that. So I got to make sure, because I've been hit by cars before, so I got to make sure that I make it dumb it down as much as possible for the human race that is slow to a stroll. I got these cool taco socks.
Those are nice.
You like those?
Those are
Taco
very
socks?
Nice. Yes.
Taco socks.
Soft.
And then I got these Kava Above Visibility Limited. One size fits most.
That's good.
I was like, what are these supposed to be? Like chemtrails?
Yeah.
Is that what that, or is that what these, all these, because when they spray in the sky in Taos, they spray all these X's. Even at night, like, they just, call these my Dane Wigington socks. Yeah, he lives in Reading. He talks about the engineering, weather engineering. Anyway, so we got taco socks. We got those. And then I got these other... Luna! How can she reach that? Stop. She is a crafty little bitch. She's a dodgy man, mommy. That's because it's not. How do you do that? How do you do that? Stop doing it. Thank you tonight. The chew on my dog's leg, please. She says, I'm autonomous, and it is my leg, and it's not for you to say, and it's none of your business, and bitches get stitches. These are kind of cool. They're really thick, too. I go through socks a lot. Like the Bombas, I just found last night. I put them on the other day, and I was like, cool. They're intact. And then last night, I went walking through and stepped on the towel and went, I can feel the cold. I don't like the cold. It gets cold. It gets cold. And it's like, last night it was like 14 degrees. It's like, dude, I don't want to live in a fucking freezer. That's what they do with planet Earth with all the freaking aluminum shit that they're spraying everywhere. So they can get freaking people to come here to go wee down the hill, Towski Valley, right? Go up the wee, like all the energy and the effort spent into wee. And there's so many people, like, Taos is such a weird place. I just heard today when I went to the park, they closed the homeless shelter. So there's no place for people to go to get out of the cold. Evidently, they couldn't get enough people to use. But see, that's the thing. The people that run these things, they decide that they don't like somebody, and then they're not going to help them. And we know people do things out of spite. Happens every day. There's that lady that got in trouble in North Carolina that was telling people, I guess at FEMA, and this is like mainstream media, telling people, just skip the people, don't help the people with Trump signs on their, on their, like, people that support, like you can't, if you're gonna be cool to people, or like, if you're gonna be of service to the bottom echelon, you gotta, there has to be a place for, like, the junkies. There has to, because even junkies and drunks and people with addiction problems, everybody not everybody, and they're making it so hard for people to live in cars. 5 states just made RV sales. They're like, no, you can't buy an RV unless you buy like one of the, $120,000, there's always workarounds. There's always people that can do stuff. They say, you can't do that. My whole life, I'm Scorpio moon. I've been saying, it's like, no, you can't do that. I'm like, well, why can't I do that? Because they get to do that. Yeah. I guess this is my Pluto in Libra. I was reading that. I sometimes I'll look at different, because now the intelligence artificial is taken over. That there's, they just let, they just, okay, you can do the astrology. So I found some placements today. That, like, Pluto and Libra, the part of our lives where we face the intense powers of creation and destruction. See, and Libra, as I understand it, is like, Libra isn't balance. It's not balance. Libra isn't like, I'm the most balanced sign in the, people Libra, because that's the perception that people have. Like, Libra is like the scales. I know the scales. I bought my brother a real nice thing of the scales when he passed the bar, so I got him, that was his congratulatory gift, was the scales. And one day I went and visited him, and it was on the floor in a corner. It wasn't like in his office at work. So, that's all right. And then last thing I got him a real nice from Etsy. This dude did like hand carved chess sets,
That's it.
and he yelled at me.
Hand
I got yelled at. See, I've gotten yelled at a lot, so I don't like getting yelled at. I am a yeller though, so isn't that the hypocrisy of me all activated and well, you know? And good boy, Tug. Tuck. So, Libra is it strives for balance because it knows it's not. So whenever I meet Libra, I'm like, okay, where are they imbalanced? And they usually just like boom, show me. Like usually by appearances they can show me. You know, but some people like I don't know. I just look at energy so different than people. Like I see it, you know.
You see it.
I see potentials in like colors and stuff like that. So yeah, Libra and Pluto. Pluto reveals the part of our lives where we face the intense powers of creation and destruction. It represents endings and new beginnings, as well as rebirth, spiritual growth, and control issues. It opens the unconscious parts of the spirit, self, and primal energy that are hidden within us. It is a generational planet, meaning generations of people share the same Pluto sign. Now, I want to know other people that have Pluto and Libra. What do they do with their Pluto? What do they do? You know, because we're all live. You know, if we live too much in our shadow aspects, we're just living in our transgressions, and we're feeding. You know, the lower all that wicked stuff. We're feeding it. So I need to learn from other people. So if you got Pluto and Libra, you know, I think I do a pretty okay job. There's always room for improvement. Where was I? It is okay. Your Pluto sign is in Libra. Libra Pluto transforms in a harmonious and diplomatic way in matters related to partners' relationships with others. They may be obsessed with justice and fairness. Yes, I am. And people think I'm a fucking joke. And it's like, no, look at my whole life and how I've lived my life. I verify. It's verified. Yeah. They may be, okay, especially concerning other people and their partners. To them, relationships must be perfect or else they are nothing. That's not me. I must have rise above my astrology there. Because that ain't me. And nothing's perfect. Nothing's perfect. No, I'm just a spectator. You know, just hopefully I can contain all of my emotions within my container through my whole life. You know, that I don't cause no harm to anybody else. Is it gonna? Said the mouse battery is low. I thought it was I'm charging it. Wait a second. What's this one? You come over right. To them, okay, or nothing. The sign deals with things intellectually and through communication, as Libra is an air sign. Pluto in Libra is motivated by their values, though they are typically diplomatic. They may explode with anger and unfairness. And I do that. I explode with anger at unfairness. And so I guess when I can do that, when I do that, I don't know where my screen went. I just lost my screen. There it is. Then I can just, when I do that, all I gotta do is go, that's your Pluto and Libra. You know? Like, because every time I explode now I can just be like, Marge, you know, acknowledging the aspect helps me with my character defect. I know why I do things. Sometimes I just choose to live from the shadow. Snap! I'm a Cancer rising. I'm a Scorpio moon. I mean, when you look at my spirit animal, it's a ram with its horns, and then it has the crab talons, and then the Scorpio. Like that, you know, like look at people, like if you put like a combination of what your aspects are, like look what you can be. And it doesn't matter like that stuff so much anyway, is what am I doing? I gotta overcompensate with doing things for people because I can explode with anger, with unfairness, and the whole world is unfair. You know, I get triggered by everything. Everything triggers me. The world doesn't care. The world likes to make fun and to like, you know, like my triggers are a weakness. No, my weakness would be if I just reacted, you know. And then it's not an alternative for me to just be shut up in my house all the time. Sometimes I don't go out. Because I don't want to deal with the people out there. Because there's so much because I know. Because I've been so self-absorbed. Oh, whatever. I could still do the self-absorbed thing. If I'm not careful. So I got to go out and do things. To try and brighten other people's days. And today I got my day. So I go to the candy store. The lady gave I got 2 caramel apples. And then I got to tell stories that I haven't told in a while. Like when I take a half day off before we moved to Oregon back in like 2014, 15. I'd take a half day off, and then Mom and I would drive down from Nebraska to Nebraska City to go to that Kimmel apple orchard.
Oh, wow.
And get apple fritters and stuff like that, you know?
Nice.
Remember that stuff, Mom?
Yeah.
It's just so hard. I'm going to get you a stool to make it easier for you to get in and out of the bourbon.
Oh, okay.
So then we'll go for rides. I'll take you for rides. She likes going around in the bourbon. You like it. It's real high. It's nice and safe. We go real slow. I could pile all the dogs in the back. Luna, she's pissy. I need to give her medicine, but it's only 5:46. Somebody posted the other night about it being so I don't know. I just kept watching it. It was like it's like 6 o'clock, but it's going on midnight. Can't remember what it was. It was on TikTok or something like that. I finally did write. This girl bought one of my t-shirts back when I was going to try to do the Etsy thing. I'm not good at that kind of accountability. Because sometimes I don't have the freaking energy, you know, to get up and like make myself do things. I don't. It's enough, you know, because I got to conserve that energy to keep Mom within her. Because regardless of how I feel, Mom still gets up at the same time. Regardless if I don't get no sleep at night, Mom still has to eat at the same time, you know? And then I figured out how she was getting pink eye. Anyway, it's just something else now. But it's all right. Things are remedied. There's solutions to everything. You just gotta be, you know, it's so many people like, they see it, they get told a solution, but it's something that makes them uncomfortable. And we live in an environment where everybody's just taught to just be, you know, it's all about living that best life and being comfortable. And that's not what life is about. It's about learning, not comfort. You want to go in there? This is just not me in the wood. Go let down the prettiness. Go. So they shaved down her little leg again.
Oh.
So, but that's all right. That's all right. But we're in the solution. Anyway. Oh, what? The last pair of socks I got. I was telling them I go off on this stuff. I just, you know, because I showed the lady at the candy store. I said, I just got these new socks. I said, look at this. I said, look, I got these because they're carpentry tools, and one day I'm gonna have my wood shop. And then I was telling her how I got that JC frequency. I was cracking them up today. I was on a roll. It's pretty fun. And so, and then it's like, okay, gotta go. But yeah, these are really freaking cool socks. Of the land. These were only like $11.99. Yeah, those were, and then I got a discount because I live here, because they raise prices so high for the people that travel here. They can afford it, and the people who live here, it's like we're priced out of planet Earth. Okay, Jesus, but those other ones are like $25. But I don't even care. I want to buy other people's socks and put them in the to-go packages. I want to keep making go bags for people, you know? Because sometimes people just need freaking good, like they just need their faith restored. And that's what I'm here to do. Because the shit that me and Mom have been through, I should not have a smile on my face. I should all the time, should have wrecked me. Because all the other stuff that happens to people, they end up, at Diddy parties.
What kind of parties?
Diddy parties. He's a dirty, dirty, dirty bird who drugged people and took advantage.
Oh,
and praised Diddy, his name. That's his. He goes. Yeah. He don't see. Those people that used to sell crack. I tell you what, they take him. There's like people that take advantage of people. They're just the worst kind of people, and they control and manipulate, and it's just this whole upper echelon that is tumbling down on planet Earth because people just want to freaking have a garden,
nice.
They just want to have a place to freaking take a hot shower, and so many people have had it. There's so many. This girl that I told you I made it right. I sent her a T-shirt and some stickers, and she got it today, and she's really excited. She's telling people like to go buy it or whatever, or to hit me up to buy one. But no, I'm not mailing. She got it because I mailed it to her because I owed it to her. I had to make it right, and I owe a couple other people a shirt too, and I gotta make it right. If people want one, they have to come to Taos to get one. Straight people like rainbows too. I got stickers too. Came up with it when I was 9 years old. And it's funny because some dude made a comment about rocking. What was it? I got tagged in a post. What she said, thank you so much for this wonderful gift. She paid for it. It is artistry, your brand. I am so proud of you. Don't be proud of me. Pride's a sin. I appreciate the accolades. Let's see. And then she's back in Reading. I asked her to put this dude said, wait till Pride Month when all the straight people rock the rainbow harder than the gays. And this just tells me, dude, you don't even look, you're not even, people are so NPC. Like that dude the other day at the tax store, at least I'm not wearing a rainbow. I said, Where's the rainbow? I said, look at it. That ain't the rainbow. This is my rainbow. It's not your rainbow. This is the color wheel. And look at what it says. Straight people like rainbows too. How gay is that? You know, so like, if you're gonna freaking berate me, be sure you got your data and info accurate. But by all means, people can berate me. They can insult me, chances are. They're just the same tune in a different face that I've heard 1,000 times before. Because there's nothing I ever heard. I think it's funny when people are like, Dyke! And I'm like, where? Where? Like, what? Like, because wait till I freaking have my hair done and my makeup done. You know, you're going to be wish this dyke liked you. You know what I mean? Like, I go into places and they're like, you can't be here. We don't like your kind. And I'm like, what the fuck is my kind? Please tell me, because I ain't never met another kind like me. Have you ever met another kind like me, Mom?
No,
I have never met another kind like me. I am open and receptive to meeting other kinds that are like me. So if you're a 50-year-old, I don't care, male, female, as long as you're balanced energetically and recognize that you both have masculine and feminine energy that are about you. And knowing which one you're going to grab the energy out of that basket when you choose situations. Do you know about that? Because when I see machismo, watch how fast I made machismo with machismo. See, I'm autistic. It's just all a game to me. And I'm figuring out how to play it more. It's a trip. It's a trip. I always thought I had a magnetic personality.
yes.
I disrupt technology. I'm one of those energetic sliders. I've got the ability of telekinesis. I get it from Mom. And I've been noticing lately about how people will go out of the world. I'll see them. Because wherever I go, I'm scanning a room. I'm always scanning the environment, right? I'm always trying to find like-minded. That's all. So I just noticed recently, like the last several times I go to the grocery store, that I'll be talking with one of the employees or whatever, and then other people, or I'll be at the park and people will just come into my close proximity and they'll be like, I just want to listen to what you're saying. I don't know. They could be freaking, putting on, what other people's intentions are toward me are none of my business. As much as I would like to make them my business, what people think about me and feel about me and perceive about me, it's none of my business. And I used to take that on. It used to be my personal responsibility that I know what I am. I'm just going to make sure that I can be whatever it is that I need to be, just so that you're comfortable. Because if you're comfortable, I'm comfortable. If you're uncomfortable, I'm uncomfortable. So just that's what people pleasers do, don't you know? Huh, Mom?
That's right.
Our energetic field is so disrupted when we aren't in a state of peace and it's hard to keep it, especially in a world where so many people are intentionally are trying to push people's buttons. I gotta be careful not to do it too. The Stephen Darby guy is helping me a lot, and then I go back and forth. I'll listen to him because I'm not sleeping tonight, so I just kind of lay there and listen to these talks, and sometimes I'll play my games, and then try. It's like today it was rough because I was so sound asleep, and then freaking here comes Benny. Come trotting out. He doesn't go to the bathroom the last time when everybody else does. So he comes trotting out whenever he feels like it. And then as soon as I open the door and the temperature's 17 degrees, I'm awake. And so I was just like, okay, now I'm awake. It's 11:30, and I was so asleep. And it was like I just fell asleep. So I was up until 4. Kind of fell back asleep a little bit. And then it's like, because at least I don't have to go to work anymore. Like when this stuff happened before, I'd have to go to work and then just function and crawl around the floors on people's crumbs and shit, hooking up their computers and touching their dirty computers and seeing what they look at and they're not supposed to on company time. And all that just goes on and on and on and on. I'm just grateful I don't have to do that anymore. You know? My annoyances have just shifted is all. Anyway, I didn't realize it was a competition either. Wait, you know, and it's just so funny because I'm gay. You know, so like the guy thinks that it's like a dig. It's supposed to be, my heart space is like, nobody gets the rainbow and it's an ally, but I never fell in line with that whole LG. None of that never felt right to me. None of that stuff. I remember when they started that, and people wanted, no, my name's Marge. Oh, you're LGBT. No, my name's Marge. Oh, even when I was in the Air Force, they didn't even call me Airman. Everybody was last name, Airman, you know, Hessick, last name. Everybody was. I wasn't. I was Marge. They even spelled my fucking name wrong on my plaque over there. I don't like when people spell my name wrong. And I don't know how to freaking correct them. Like, without it, like, it's just like, it's M-A-R-G-E. It's M-A-R-G-E. It's not Marg. Like, when I worked at Chevy's, they always used Marg for short for a margarita. Straw Marg, you know, red Marg, when the servers would, and so and then people would spell my name and it's Marge. Yeah. M-A-R-G-E, or Margie. Not Marg. You know? Yeah. Look at this plaque, too. This is the shit, like, we grew up so poor, we didn't have fucking food to eat, shit like that. Didn't have cars, had to walk to do laundry, you know? Because because we were poor and we didn't deserve it, because you didn't work, and we just get the crumbs that we deserve and all that stuff. And then I grew up and I went in the middle, I said, no, so this is why we didn't get, like, this is why we went without, so people could get this shit. See, look. They spelled my name wrong. M-A-R-G is Marge, because I always went by Marge, but it's like November 106. 18 years now. It was 23 years yesterday, 2001. So 23 years yesterday, I got a DUI on Offutt Air Force Base. The greatest maintenance squadron in the world. This is all wood carved. This is all I don't know who did this, but let's see and then they signed, thanks for all the talks.
Yeah, thanks for all the talks.
I would talk to anybody. Mary Margaret. Osman called me Mary Margaret.
Mary Margaret.
Yeah. Look, even this guy, like, we didn't get along hardly, but he signed it. Senior Master Sergeant Newbanks, thanks for your outstanding support and dedication. Not all witches are bad. Blessed be my sister Jay. He found, I got to introduce him to a woman, so he got to become in touch with his feminine side, his nature side.
That's nice.
We had this duster, and it had like blue and yellow and red on it, and it just happened to be like gay days. And when I was in was the end of Obama had ended Don't Ask, Don't Tell. I was actually dating this girl, and she did this hair for this other girl, and this other girl's husband was an SP. This is how I know if I don't like police, because I know my whole life I've seen the shit that they do, and they're not kind, and like it was total abuse of power. Like he calls, the fact that she gave him my number right there is just like, unethical, because we were on and off, and right at this point we were off, and I know that it was her because we weren't dating, but we were talking, and she would talk about her clients that would come in, and the woman that was wife, that her husband was the SP, she was just in the day before. So like and she would go out and like eat with their clients and stuff like that. She did their hair and stuff like that. And so I knew that and he like calls and yells like there's an investigation, and it was like 7:30. It was like 7:30 at night. Like, I mean, I already knew what this said. Like, I was basically openly gay in the air farce. I mean, it's all a farce. Because does it matter now? Because back then they were giving people they were pushing on the DL the whole transgender stuff. I'm amazed that I didn't fall for that, because I was the perfect candidate. Early essay, multiple instances, no strong male role models in my life, all the stereotypes where people end up doing stuff, sinning, all that sinning. So, worked out pretty okay. Just because I learned to use my energy wisely. Yeah. But the truth is coming out all over the world. I mean, everywhere. The veil is being lifted. People are seeing. What? The government's not for me? Yeah, just pick your natural disaster. See, I think natural disasters and stuff like that happen in accordance to your frequency and where you are based on your latitude and longitude and your karmic ties with your other people in your proximity, right? Like how many people ended up in see, I used to watch this one astrologer, Marge Astrology. She quit because she did all that stuff for 20-something years, all of her new age only, people do things to get an end result, right? And once the end result is accomplished, then they stop doing the thing that they did to get it. So she just decided she didn't want to do astrology, and that's fine, whatever. She had like her own premonitions like I had 4 or 6 years ago in Oregon. And so she relocated from Florida to around Asheville, North Carolina. And I bet she is just really freaking floored, like what she just had to go through, because she moved from Florida to there to get away. But if you go to the Life Library and you get the sushi menu out and you're like, okay, this is what I did. I said, I'm going to knock all this shit out. And I'm going to do it by myself. And so you go, okay, early childhood essay. We're going to go ahead and do that one. Well, that'll take care of all the terrible stuff that I did as my last 3 incarnations as a male. So all this stuff that I did that I thought was cool, and just, boys being boys and all that stuff. All the ditty parties that I went to. All the freaking, all the stuff I did in my past, I was like, okay, before year 1, you're going to have that erased. And then things are going to be real hard. But they have to be hard for you, Margie. Understand. Just understand that you connect to me. You keep connecting to me, Source Creator. Just keep doing the right thing. And you do that, and you do that, and you do that, and you do that. And even when you don't want to, you do that some more. And the days that are hard, you do it twice as much. And then one day, you'll have your Chiron return. And things will turn around for you. When you got to do the right things and make it to 50. And I did that. Things are starting to ease up a little bit. Sometimes my body is my own worst enemy. I keep trying to find like CBD products, trying different CBD products, and I'm changing my diet to help with inflammation, stuff like that. Because most of it's diet, but most of the stuff, like I like eating the foods that cause the, like I like spaghetti, I like tomato sauce. It makes me just flare up. But compression socks help me. There's remedies. I go for walks, you know. I try not to get too mad about anything ever, and that is where the toughie is.
That's right.
Because I just have this combustible energy within me.
Yes.
And sometimes I don't know what to do with it, so I just go do something. Just go do, you know? Like, if I put a child, what, it doesn't matter. I'm a hamster on a wheel. Give me a pile of wood. That's why I'm so sad about my plants, because I should be trimming right now. Somebody else is trimming my stuff, and I can't get too mad about it. It's just more stuff I have to let it go of. Go, girl. You want to go back up the hill? You just can't lick yourself. I'm going to give you medicine in a minute. Come on.
Hello, girl. Hello.
Go, girl. Come on.
The girl
You can't go over there for the sneaky boy. When you're out, I got to take her to freaking get her. She's got to get a bath, but I have to get another shower head to make it easier for me because it's just too hard. But she needs a bath. I got that new brush. We've been brushing her.
That's
Go, girl.
That helps.
Go, girl. Go ahead. Go up there.
You can do it.
Here, you drinking some water? Good girl. You're so pretty and smart and funny. You want to do those things? She says yes, in a mood. Are you trying to go outside? Neptune and Sagittarius. Do you need to go outside? So things got out of control.
Thank you.
He said, sorry. He said no way. Go ahead. Go ahead. Come on, you want to go outside? There's a song. This is like one of the only regrets I have in my life is that I could have seen Sublime about 5 months before Bradley died.
Who's Bradley?
The lead singer. You want to go potty?
Oh, the lead singer.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Come on. Go ahead. Go ahead. So they did this song years ago. This song was what, 1992?
Yeah.
It came from the album 40 Ounces of Freedom, so it's the year I graduated. So it was probably, so it was like 95.
That's nice.
Bradley Newell. 1996. He died the same year Grandpa did, so they went out on the same frequency. Anyway, so I could have saw them in Eureka, California, and I didn't. But they did a song back in '92. That's the year I graduated high school, called "Date Rape," and so like I think all this Diddy stuff ain't new. People have been like taking advantage of people the whole time on planet Earth. That's what planet Earth is about. It's like survival of the fittest. You know, it's just like, well, why can't we remove these desires in people? Can't they, remove the desires? And then I was like, yeah, people can, because I removed mine.
Yeah.
I didn't live from mine. All the urges I was given from a very young ages, like all these feelings and sensations, I didn't go out and chase sensations. I did other things. It was hard. It wasn't easy. Because I like me some pretty girls. Ultimately, it came to the point that I'm a monogamous being. Monogamous. Only one girl. So, I know who she isn't. I don't know who she is. And that's how I determine most of the things in life. Like, I know which way I can't go because I'll ask people for help and then they'll tell me no. And then it makes it blatantly obvious that the path I should choose is when I get a yes. You know what I like? There's a good enough now. We just have been, our seconds and inches in our faith, you know, has got us where we are. But now we have more wiggle room, and I think that I'm gonna adamantly look for a place for us to make our own. And then I want to use what I have to help other people if they want to find their own to do, because everybody should be able to freaking like live in the way that they want. It's just these people that live these extravagant lifestyles, they think that everybody else wants to live like them, and they think that they deserve it but nobody else does. And they see how many resources they waste, and they're like, nobody else deserves that because they're too important and it's a power trip and all this. And so that's why people at the bottom get nothing, because everybody thinks that, oh, some nonprofit, there's people out there to help people, and that ain't the case in America. And these puddles of people that have been traveling around because we had to go bomb them. How many people did America misplace? I mean, that's what people have parade for us, right? For like Veterans Day and the 4th of July, like people are celebrated. That stuff for killing people in places we have no business being. And then it's all over social media, and I'm just like, I'm sorry for my service, especially for what this country has turned into. I am very sorry for my service. I am sorry that I went to the island of Crete and was flightline support during shock and awe that killed so many people in 2003. I'm sorry that I thought it was so cool to go into the cockpit of the B-1 bomber, because I thought, because I went along with the program. I'm sorry that I have to see the country, the land that I grew up loving, even though the people in it are always really fucking mean to me. I'm sorry that whenever I open this, I see people living in their cars. I see people getting evicted. I see people that are scared because it's fucking cold out there. I'm sorry that I don't have enough support system, that I can't go out and help more. There's a lot of things that I'm sorry for. There are things that I do have control over. So, like I do every night, I will try and rest my head at a reasonable hour. I will try to go to sleep, even if I wake up in the middle of the night because of being, or or whatever. It doesn't matter. Whatever makes them comfortable. Because I don't know how much longer I have with anything. I never did. You know? I mean, I lost count of how many times I almost lost Ma. And I went through all this scary stuff all by myself.
That's hard.
From the time I was a little girl. And so I knew that, back when I filled out that sushi list of life of all the hard stuff I was going to have to go through, it was so that when I meet people that are going through hard stuff, I could just share the time that I went to something similar like that. And when I did this, it made me feel better. I don't know how it's going to work for them. And I don't care who the person is, and I don't care what the circumstance is. Whatever, and people are going, I see threads of commonality, threads of frequency. Like, you have people that are the same radio length and they're all over social media. So you have like the good looking guy and the really heavy over, but they've been together since high school. And there's just like, once there's one, then it's everywhere. And then you have like, the sham. I mean, you have all the cat rescuer. You have the guy. There's this one guy though. He's an anomaly. He has this big old tumor in his neck. He just had it biopsied. So he's gonna have to, go through that course of action. And he's got his community, and there's that one girl that comes on my FYP. These aren't even people, but they always come across because we're somehow our frequencies or alignment in some way. And usually it's the people are in places latitudinally or longitudinally of places that I've lived and been. So anyway, life's a trip, man. So there's that like death of doula. I'm a death of doula. There's like the horse ranch. There's the horse people. That's always a heartbreak waiting to happen whenever there's animals involved. I learned so much because these aren't these aren't worlds I've been a part of. I've been afraid of horses ever since I was like 2 years old, and I'm 3 years old. I remember the day Grandpa, we used to always go for rides. He was a Leo. He was chill. He was an old man, So he was like Mom's age now, but he had polio when he was like 12. Oh. And so he and I, like I know what he feels like, because anyway, fucking America shit. So he would go the back roads. He's probably the predominant influence on as to why I always go back roads. Every town I've ever lived in, I always go a back way. It's just the slow just avoid traffic, because as soon as I get in, I get all hustle bustle. I'm like road rage, and then everybody has road rage now, and so I don't even want to match that at all. So it's just easier to stay out of a problem than get out of one. So go the back roads. And this one day we were going along the road, and he saw somebody he knew. He was a talker. He was the Freemason, and these people were out, and I remember like hanging over the fence, and they were talking about the woman in Santa Margarita that was brushing her horse, and the horse turned around and bit her in the neck and killed her. Ooh. And so ever since I heard that story, I was like, okay, so horses have the potential to be dangerous. So I know that. And so when I'm around them, I know that. And then I get really scared because I don't know what this horse's potential is. And I don't know if, so I don't know this horse. I don't know. So I was always, and then they pick up on fear. And so I just kind of always stayed away. And then I haven't ever really had the opportunity to be around horses much. I think I would like it. I don't know if I could ride one because my lower back is like Swiss cheese. Like, I have degenerative arthritis in my spine. I don't think like jostling myself up and down would be therapeutic. I wonder if there's for people with mobility issues, like you could make like a hydraulic kind of like a halo seat where you could sit on the horse, but it'd be just like where you could do. See, this is why I want to talk to Katie, because I have all these ideas, or like maybe just the university where Seven is. She has this horse that was too much premature. This horse is a miracle. Now it runs around and scampers and it's fine. Everything that lives has a spirit. Even things that don't live, like inanimate objects, still have an energy field. Everything has and to me, an energy field is just something's personality.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And then people don't recognize that. Well, Clearly, they don't have personality. Because like attracts like. Anyway. I tried to charge it. Maybe it charged. Hi, Tanya. How are you? Yeah, they're at Taos Cannabis. Taos Canyon Cannabis. Right next to Smith's. See, they have all these they have like, I got freaking pissed. I got triggered today. Because there's a Veterans Memorial here in Taos. It's all a fucking club. Like, they don't have a place for homeless people. Okay, because they make all these rules and then all these people are like, dude, I don't want to fucking do that shit. We're just better on the fucking street. It's just because they're plastic human beings. Here's a room for rent with private entrance, $650, unfurnished, $800, furnished, Wi-Fi, call if interested. In a big old house, 5-bedroom, 2-bath.
Whoa.
It's all shared. It's a nice place. It's like all shared space, like wood stove. I just want to have a place where people can go and fucking get their shit together. Just no blues, no booze. That's the only thing, and and people will stay away because they won't. You know, a lot of people like to drink, and that kept me out of freaking situation like going to places because they don't like me because I drink. So I'm not gonna go there because I'm not gonna not drink. Oh, how nice. Now they're trying to have a... What? Maybe the people lied. Let's see. Dream Tree, which they were the local homeless shelter. One of them. See, because there's like there's several. KNCE hold radio fundraiser for those in need. In honor of National Homeless Youth Awareness and Runaway Prevention. True Taos Radio 93.5 is partnering with 3rd Annual Radio Fundraiser to raise over $30,000 to support Dream Tree Project efforts to provide with shelter. But see, that's the thing is they make up these rules and people don't want to fucking come up. You can't. I don't even think they have showers there. It's like a dorm situation. It's not a comfortable environment. It's very funded. It's just it's impersonal, dude. I'm gonna go. Maybe I'll go and have a conversation with them anywhere. Howie Romer will host the radio fundraiser staff for the Dream Tree projects. Howie Romer will host the radio fundraiser alongside Dream Tree project staff for 2 days during show hours. From Tuesday, November 12th at 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., then 4 a.m. to 6 p.m., and on Wednesday, November 13th from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Where is it? Here it is. State commits funding to operate Taos County Veterans Cemetery. So, I'm just going to take a screenshot of this quick in case it goes away. Because I only have... Because you only get like... It's like a subscription thing. Okay, so, mind you, they don't have homeless shelters at places where people could shower, do laundry, stuff like that, okay? They don't have that in Taos. What they do have is fucking a pony show. The governor, which she's an idiot here in New Mexico anyway. I don't even want to say her name. She just makes me want to throw up in my mouth. Announced at a ribbon-cutting ceremony Monday, she and local state lawmakers would be stepping in to fund the operation of long-awaited Taos County Veterans Cemetery, was denied incorporation, which was denied incorporation into the U.S. National Cemetery System earlier this year.
Oh,
It's
wow.
going to cost $1 million to operate.
Whoa. $1 million.
Really? Because I'm a female veteran that was on Operation Iraqi bullshit. And it's cool that you people thought it was okay that I take care of my mom and live on fucking less than fucking $2,000 a month.
Oh, wow.
Between two incomes. That's just Social Security. You know what I mean? That shit never fucking trickles down. Like, you're going to take care of fucking dead people?
That's right.
You care more about fucking dead people. You care more about fucking dead people and the buildings that you can sit in so you can write on your paper the important things that you did. And you can give yourself titles, but you never sleep in the fucking streets like your constituents. It's going to cost $1 million to operate. I'm going to get it, the governor said, speaking to an audience of dozens of veterans and families who have waited nearly 2 decades, 2 decades, for a local veteran cemetery to be complete. Just fucking people, they're dead. Fucking put them in the ground. Get on with your fucking day for shit's sake. We had no problem with that in Iraq, Syria, Iran, all the places over there, all the places that it didn't affect Americans and their cozy little warm beds. Well, what happened to America? Less and less people every day have cozy little beds. According to the proclamation the governor's office issued Monday, the state has contributed a total of $7.5 million in capital outlay funding to construct the cemetery, which includes 96 double crypts. Don't fucking bury me there.
Oh, wow.
When I'm dead, don't fucking bury me there. Don't fucking put me with these fucking people. Don't act like you give a fuck about me when you care more about profiting me from when I'm fucking dead. $7.5 million in capital outlay funding to construct the cemetery, which includes 96 double crypts, 32 green burial sites, 90 cremated burial sites, and 192 inches fucking of what?
Wow.
A press release from County Manager Brent Harmonies states the county has spent $300,000 from its own coffers on the project. The plans to construct a Taos. I'm gonna go in there and be like, okay, what do you fucking people need to do to get me what I need to do?
Oh.
And no, I'm not gonna fill out your fucking paperwork. You can just set up a committee to do all this shit for me. You give me the fucking reins. I'm gonna show you how to do this shit. Because y'all don't know how to do jack shit. Because you ain't been through enough. Because you've been too coddled in your little fucking born and raised. And then it goes on. And now I gotta declench my ass or I'm gonna get fucking butt cancer. I'm like, ugh! So I just gotta be aware of my energy field and let it flow, let it flow, let it go, let it flow, let it go, let it flow, let it go. And so when I saw the article, this is what I wrote. I said, funny how more money goes to the dead than those that still have to walk this stupid earth. I'm sorry for my service. You people squander your free will and aren't worth my efforts. And then I wrote, how do I cash in on my nepotism?
Nepotism?
Because of who mom was born to. You know? Like, I'm not in a... You know, she was born, not raised. So what does she get for her fucking troubles of being a throwaway human being? So other people can get paid to fucking abuse her in an orphanage.
Oh.
And to leave her to fucking lay in her own pee because she had, she'd get these surgeries on her leg and nobody would come help and she couldn't walk, a little freaking 3-year-old girl with casts on her legs and shit. And she'd cry, nobody'd come. And I remember when I was a little girl, I cry and nobody come.
Nobody can.
So I learned how to self-soothe. Now I look around and I'm like, fucking soothe yourself. Soothe your fucking self. Get your fucking self up. Stop doing the fucking shit that keeps your fucking self down. And do some things for others. That is always the solution. Whenever people fucking feel shitty about themselves, go do something for somebody that has it worse off than you. Because look around. You got your fucking pick. You got your pick. Everywhere. There is somebody. But people are just like this. I'm just going to go around living my best life. I'm just going to go skiing. I'm just going to travel here. And I'm just going to go to this fucking monotonous, mind suck and stay, and then like now everywhere you go, it's just like dangerous because people are fucking becoming unhinged because self-will is run riot. Because not enough people are helping the people that need help. So they're just like, fuck it. I'm not seeing anyway. I'm just going to fucking, like, that's a new trend that I'm seeing is like people going into other people, homeless people, going into other people's houses, and it's in the astrology. People freaking, finding people in their cars and shit like that. It's like, yeah, they don't fucking have a choice. I remember being found in freaking the backyard of somebody I went to school with. They had a tent. Mom had to leave us there. That was awkward when they found us. We had to, duck in. We were that single mom with 2 young girls, like leaving an abusive relationship, and there was always never any place for us to go. And it's still like that in 2024. It's like that to more people. And when I see so many people like fucking wasting all that money on that bullshit, but you don't gotta play, like, no. So I'm gonna be like, okay, give me the money, give me the budget, and I could do it on a fucking. I just need a plot of land and a fucking place to, like, every time I see on Marketplace and I see a trailer, and whoever wants to live with it, like, they gotta help, put up the slab, and then they can learn how to do concrete, whether it's a trailer or a fifth wheel, or whatever. People, or they want to just put a slab up, and just have their own freaking tent, whatever. Just help me fucking feed the dogs at the dog rescue and the catios that are around town, because fucking animal spay and neuter and shit is a fucking problem here. Like it is so many other places. Just give me an opportunity to realize my ideas, so like it eases up the lower echelon. Because it never trickles down, so we got to trickle this shit up. For shit's sake. Anyway, I've been talking for a long time. I do need help. Like, I can't do it by myself. It's like with all the things that I think, because I want to have an outdoor kitchen, a nice one. I want to have a big nice garage where travelers and grandmas and people can come and pull their cars in the bay that has a nice toasty wood stove going, and fix your shit, put it up on a rack, have every tool that you could need, because it's just a tool library, just share what you got, and I'm just gonna have every tool that they need. And they can fix their cars, and if they want to learn how to do it, I can teach them how to fix their own shit. There's mobile mechanics all over the place, there, for reference. And then maybe have a travel center, like not just in Taos, but have them like in different places wherever their need is, because we gotta do better than fucking mesas and slab cities and stuff like that. I know people want better for themselves. And then they settle, and then they just become what they surrounded about, or they're just surrounded by other people that just settle, and then people feel bad about settling, so they just freaking Taos hum. Anyway, but if it's supposed to happen, it's gonna happen. I mean, shit, our life is a fucking testimony of if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. You're right.
So.
You're right.
Luna is on the mend, so that's okay.
Luna?
I did get to see the vet. He sent a card when Artie died.
Oh.
Yeah, high surf advisory. Where's that? Hawaiian Islands. Where did Luna go? Where'd she go? She can't be licking.
What'd she do?
She's chewing on her leg.
On her leg?
I'm just gonna give one tablet by mouth.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. See, I think there's like three. She had the. That's why they did the blood work. Is because she had the three. Fucking A. You little shithead. She has 3 pills. And it's all different variances. This is the shit that messes with my head.
Oh.
Because it's like, I gotta think. Because, like, this was, I give 1 to 2 tablets by mouth every 12 hours. So,
Wow.
okay, so she's gonna about to get 2 of those. Luna! Luna tickle!
Oh, no, that's so cute.
She's Mooney.
Moody?
Mooney.
Moody.
Moony. Come here, pretty lady! Come here! Luna, come here! Come on! Come here! Let's see, and then what did I do with the head thing? Oh, there it is. I'll be right back. I gotta put this on her. You can stay in here. You can go where you want. I'm not bossing you. I just am bossing you and putting this on your head. Because how long were you... I don't even want to look at her leg. See, because it could be arthritis. It could be, it could be like something is... But... Because she has that little bow leg. Lord knows I freaking hurt every day. Go girl. Go ahead. Go girl. Go girl. But then she runs and frolics.
Yep.
And dogs don't process pain the way we do. They're different.
Yeah, she likes it. And
Come here, little turkey. Are you getting hungry, Ma?
Yeah, I'm gonna do.
You want some chicken pad thai?
Chicken pad thai.
Chicken pad. You had some earlier. You loved it. I gotta get her pills out. So 1 to 2, and then this is 1. Give 1 tablet daily by mouth. So, and the lady sat there. The girl sat there and like explained it all to me.
Oh really?
And I was like, that's cool. I get it. It's not my first rodeo.
First rodeo.
So that one, daily by mouth. And then give to 1, 2. At least I get in there, you know it. Like they're really good because I called yesterday and they got in today. Like, give one tablet daily in the morning. Okay, so that not these.
Oh.
So just these 2, 3. And then they got me in today.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, so I got in quick.
You did.
They're pretty good about that.
That's nice.
They got a bunch of new systems, and then like yesterday and today, all the systems were down.
They were.
That's the thing. It's like technology. You cannot count on technology.
No, you can't count.
You can't count on it. I gotta throw away that chicken noodle soup.
Oh.
At least I didn't waste a bunch of it. We still have half a blueberry pie too, Mom.
Oh. That sounds like a little. Oh, that.
You
sounds
like that blueberry pie?
The blueberry pie.
I remember Arthur, when Arthur Arthur Boo, he'd go to the vet and he'd get his annual every year vet visit. It was $100. He'd do his blood, you know, or like getting his teeth cleaned. It was $120. Now it's like $800. But I think Benny's teeth are gonna be done soon. Tucker's aren't. He. I think the gas would be too hard on him. Huh?
Yeah.
You're so pretty though. You already got a pretty smile, handsome man. And Luna is probably gonna get her teeth cleaned because I think that's part of like. I think she and Benny need it. So, I think they need their teeth cleaned. Here, Tucker don't have that many teeth left.
He's a good dog.
They're all good dogs.
Yeah.
Want a piece of cheese, Mom?
Yeah.
Alright, let me get off this talk and then I'll get you something to eat.
Okay.
I just have been blabbing and running off, running my mouth, blah, blah, blah. Alright. What else? I don't even know what's going on. I'm not, because I don't keep track of the none of that stuff is my world. It ain't close enough in my community for it to matter to me. Like, there's people out here that, like, God, man, people are, their flesh is, they're rotting. It's just gross. And see, wherever you are now, if you have never smelled the stench of death, you're gonna get your chance.
Oh, wow.
Everybody gets their chance. You know, even the people in the real nice places. It's just we're at a point. Everything's changing. It's not the climate. It's like the climate within people is changing. We're evolving as the human race is evolving. You have to evolve or the species just kind of dies out, you know, and it's people have been making bad choices by poisoning themselves, and now I'm seeing more evidence of people making good choices. You know, people that are, you know, very like 600-700 pounds that are starting their weight loss journey. And I know what I had to go through to just lose 27 pounds in less than 3 months. But still, I mean, some days I feel like that wasn't fast enough. And I mean, when I think about the dedication and all the things that I did to accomplish it, just to get my goals in life, you know, like, and I'm autistic. I'm supposed to be the one that doesn't get these things done. So that's another reason why people don't like me, is because they feel bad about themselves. Because, you know, if this chick who's freaking, this weirdo can do all these things, you know, and I just had never done really much of nothing, and they ain't never changed no tire for nobody, no stranger. But I passed so many people that have had flat tires, you know, that could have used help. Or I drove past people that could have helped, that I could have helped get them out of the road, you know. That's like one of the most stressful things that happens, is when somebody fucking car breaks down and they're stranded. Like, and people just like, not my problem. They don't even see them. Just zoop, 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 zoop. So when people withhold, they get their opportunity to feel what it's like one day to have people withhold on them. Goes around, comes around. It's not me. It's just how it is. But I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a bright day. Peace.